With a hamstring injury for Toronto, so Serge Ibaka makes his 17th start of the year.
Guys on the perimeter.
We are underway from here in Toronto, and the Bulls and Thomas SATORANSKY have it first. This is a tough task on Super Bowl Sunday against one of the best defensive teams in the NBA, let alone some of their scoring potential.
So they keep their hands on you.
Sato rimmed it out. One and done for the Bulls on the first possession, and the rebound for Fred VanVleet of Rockford.
I tell you, steady Freddie is what they need to call him because he's steady. Runs, gets him in their offense, and they can attack. Very similar. There he is, offense right there. Very similar to Portland with Dame Lillard.
Cat, have you seen that moves that slow?
I'm just saying, you're a lot faster than my partner than Neil Funk. Neil Funk is a 6-year-old boxer. I don't know, you got to make them feel you. They're able to move without the basketball freely.
It's a type of game where it's Thaddeus Young in the backcourt for the Raptors.
Well, especially with his defense. I mean, he likes to get after guys and Lowry.
Do you know he's the only player in NBA history with 500 threes and 1,500 blocks?
Just has come out taking the league by storm.
I mean, he was then D-League MVP, now the G-League. But oh, that was a little Kawhi action for Thaddeus Young. He didn't fall, though. Different corner across the way. VanVleet too short. How about that shot by that Kawhi hit last year?
That changed their whole fortune around.
The whole franchise. Game 7. Cornette from the corner. No dice. I've not heard a crowd that silent while a ball's in the air than that shot by Kawhi in Game 7. Turnover. Here come the Bulls. Zach. And the follow there is 3. Bulls 3 games off the pace for 8th in the East. Thaddeus Young playing a lot more minutes with all the injury trouble. Kobe White down the lane, spun it out.
Got a good shot. Good steal.
Zach, sharp pass. Kobe to Thad, yes sir.
Now, second half is when you really got to see what you have with this kid. You know, he's the 7th pick in the draft. He's shown you bright spots that he can do certain things. He's got a certain skill set that translates to the NBA.
That was a rugged drive by Thad Young. Felicio scoops it back in. Nice save. Arch cans it for...
He comes in, he's 3 of 5 from the three-point line, 9 points.
VanVleet to the corner. Davis rings it out. And the rebound for the Bulls. Off the hit ahead for Kobe White, trying to take the lead. Arch is set up over at the wing. The extra pass doesn't come. He wants it now. He's got it now. Kobe White. Yes, sir.
Yes, Kobe.
Don't like when people do it back at you.
No, I love it. I love it.
I know you do.
It's all fun. Oh.
Hey, Fred. Under 5 to go first half. Sato back on the floor. Has been the last couple possessions. Jim Boylan running down the sideline, pointing out a pass. Cornette tees it up and got it for 3.
Yeah, but he's one of those guys who can string off 4 or 5.
VanVleet for a positive. Raptors give up only 106 points a game, Stacey. Bulls have 62 in the first half of this game. SATORANSKY. Arch made himself available. Off the weave. Hutchison, no. A paw on it for Cornette. Floater for Sato, no. Another chance blocked away. Chandler still fighting in 2.
And again, you heard Casey, all the games that he's strung together double figure-wise. It's not a surprise.
Raptors have it first here in the second half. The Bulls with a 3-point lead on the hottest team in the NBA. Ibaka turning for...
Which now they're dumping the ball back to Ibaka. That's something they didn't do in the first half. Ibaka has become a factor now. Watch, right there. See, boom. I mean, he's become a factor now in the pick-and-roll game because of that.
That is going to be a whistle against the Bulls.
Tells you the fans' appreciation for him.
His father basically sent him and his brothers to the United States to play basketball just in hopes that they'd become...
That is 19 points, season high for Thaddeus Young.
13 short of his career high at 32. Siakam sizing him up. Thad staying with him, making contact. Siakam No, great defense. Zach to the rim with an absolute hammer.
Clean up on his confidence going early, JB, and he's been shooting it well ever since.
This Raptors team is really tough when they're fully healthy, which they are not even today, as Davis has a career high and that contested shot.
Well, and what Zach's going to start seeing, and we've said this without Lowry being out there, is he's going to start seeing all kind of diamond and one coverages and boxing with him up, and he failed to pull the trigger, wanted to put it on the floor immediately.
So my question is, what version of Zach do you want with Markkanen out, with the injuries that the Bulls have?
I like the version that we're seeing, that we've been seeing, where he's just dominated in January. He's been aggressive. Today's a little different. I mean, you're playing a good defensive team, and they've done a good job of taking him out of his comfort. They're able to keep Marc Gasol out a little longer than probably they would if they didn't have such a good bench.
Thomas, you're going to win